What if I told you that this masterpiece once started as a simple tree, just like this one? The magic of bonsai isn't in expensive trees or rare material, it's in time, vision, and patience. Today I'm showing you something almost no one does, the real beginning. No perfectly styled tree here, no instant transformation, just the very first step, the step anyone can take. With inspiration from bonsai master Dani Yuze and a tree I personally selected from his nursery, I'll take you through this process. And if you ever dreamed of creating your own masterpiece, this is where it starts. Stay tuned because bonsai isn't what you buy, bonsai is what you create. Before we do anything, let's examine this slightly larger specimen. Although this Juniperus barsonii might not look like much right now, all great bonsai start here. This tree was grown in the field from a cutting by Master Yuza himself. Now it's up to us to uncover the beauty inside this tree. What we can see is beautiful movement in the trunk and what looks like a wonderful nabari, although we'll have to clean first to uncover this. Our first step will always be to uncover the nabari. We need to see what's underneath. In order to clean the base, I will use a soft iron brush, tweezers, and my scissors. Make sure those are used scissors because you will be cutting into soil sometimes. Most people rush to styling, but without this step, a tree will never reach its true potential. Let me try to explain you why this part is just as important as wiring and shaping. Bonsai is not about immediate gratification. It's not about instant aesthetics. We need to think about the tree's health. Keeping it vigorous is key to creating a masterpiece in the shortest time possible. By spreading the work over time, we allow the tree to recover and respond, making each step more effective, just like a painter preparing a canvas or a sculptor choosing the right stone. This careful foundation is what makes the final result truly exceptional. By the size of this base, it looks like we're off to a good start. Now that the tree is cleaned up, the real magic begins. Let's first start with the obvious branches that need to go. The real thick ones, I'm never gonna use them, so I'll make some deadwood out of it. Barsoni has two types of foliage, the mature scale-like foliage and the juvenile needle-like foliage. This is a typical survival strategy for junipers. Needle foliage is better for rapid growth, while scale foliage reduces water loss. An important bonsai tip here: over pruning or excessive wiring can trigger the tree to revert to juvenile needle foliage. It's best to prune moderately and maintain scale foliage. I personally prefer to use hand tools for the creation of chin and deadwood. This is because you can remove fibers and expose what's underneath. Although it takes a lot more time, the effect is just a little bit more beautiful. At least that's my opinion. Due to rising temperatures here in Belgium, the sap is flowing through junipers now. This helps me remove the bark, as you can see here. Because it detaches so easily, it actually just follows life veins. This way I can almost replicate how it would die off in nature, making it a lot more safe for the tree. Did you know that junipers use allelopathy to compete with other plants? This just means that they release chemicals into the soil that inhibit the growth of surrounding plants. This helps them dominate dry landscapes by reducing competition for water and nutrients. So be very mindful if you make a mixed bonsai forest planting, because it could impact your companion trees. I'm going to leave some branches long and rough. I'm not going to detail them too much, because nature will do a lot of work for me. And I still got time. It's only the beginning for this tree. After some consideration and a lot of help from the tree itself, I identified a live vein. As you can see, this life vein is really on top of the tree, like a muscle if you will. And if we take a closer look, you can really see that even the bark delineates this lifeline. This is basically the tree saying, this is my most healthy life vein, use me please. So that's what I will do. Of course, there is a branch attached to this lifeline, and that's what I'm going to use to make my entire tree. Not today though. Today I'm just going to focus on this line. How am I going to make it survive? And how am I going to get rid of all the rest and just use this as my tree? I was actually hoping to use this big branch here, but it turned out differently. So this is what I had to do. In the wild, junipers endure some of the hardest conditions, battered by storms, buried under snow, and starved by drought. Yet they survive. When branches die, they don't simply rot away. Instead, the tree embraces them, transforming death into something beautiful. This is the essence of Jin and Shari, a reflection of nature's brutal elegance. The living veins twist and adapt while the deadwood, preserved by natural resin, stands as a testament of time itself. This is why juniper deadwood can last for decades, even centuries. Perfect balance of life and death, resilience and decay. When stripping the bark, I observed a natural indentation in the tree. This is going to help me delineate, well, at least for now, what I'm going to use and what I'm going to remove. It's important for me not to remove everything at once. This is just for the health of the tree. And remember that I said that nature was going to help me? Look at this. This is just unbelievably beautiful. It's important to use a sharp blade afterwards so that the wounds heal nicely and you don't have ugly cuts. Although this is just temporarily and in the future I will be removing more of the lifeline, we still want the cuts to be very clean so that it heals properly and the tree remains really healthy. The faster your tree recuperates, the faster you'll have your masterpiece. While visiting the legendary Ginkgo Bonsai, I had the privilege of speaking with Master Yuza. As we admired one of his masterpieces, he shared something that completely changed my perspective. He pointed me to his blog where he documented every step of the process, and that's when it really clicked. We discussed how in bonsai patience isn't just a virtue, it's a necessity. Rushing leads to setbacks, but when you take small, careful steps, you actually move faster in the long run. It's like walking on uneven ground. If you sprint, you'll trip, but if you pace yourself, you'll reach your destination much sooner. Here I'm actually just reducing the volume of the thick branch. This will create more flow, going from thick to thin, so more taper in your deadwood, and it will create some direction as well. I'm also trying to accentuate what nature already gave me. By using this little chin tool, I'm making a little bit more texture in the wood. Although I'm leaving much more lifeline than I want in my final result, I can see this tree becoming something beautiful in the future. It's like it's showing itself to me, and hopefully also to you. I will be making the tree from this little branch and then this little sliver of lifeline. It's going to be reduced severely. I'm also going to tilt it up. This is to give it more direction, more flow to the right. Later I will be bending this little branch down and creating the entire tree with the gin sticking out right about here. Or at least that's what I'm thinking right now. This might not look like a perfect bonsai yet, but this is the foundation. Without a strong start, the final design wouldn't be possible. This is where real bonsai begins. In the next part, I'll take this tree one step closer to its true potential. If you want to follow the journey, make sure to subscribe and check out the blog post in the description for more insights from Danny Yuzu himself.